Доброго дня, дорогі українці.
Good afternoon, dear Ukrainians. Let's discuss three main lines of misinformation which in recent days have been adopted by the propaganda machine of the aggressor state. For now, they are trying to play three cards. The first card is racial discrimination, antisemitism, racism in Ukraine. The latest manifestation of this was the publication on a little-known website that Ukrainian Jews were being forced to flee Ukraine, in particular from Zhytomyr, because they were being attacked, but not by the aggressor state, but by the local Ukrainian community. This is an absolute fake that was spread by a no-name publication and picked up by more well-known publications. This was rebutted firstly by the head of the Jewish community of Zhytomyr and secondly by the rabbi of Zhytomyr, Shoma Wilhelm. Here's what he said in his rebuttal. This is a complete and brazen lie. No one was beaten and nothing of the sort has happened. We left only because of this damn war, because of sirens and rockets falling nearby. We had no other reason to leave Ukraine. Please publish this everywhere. These reports of alleged harassment of the Jewish community are lies that cause serious harms to the Jewish community of Zhytomyr and Ukrainian Jews in general. As a reminder, the previous hoax was alleging discrimination in Ukraine in terms of evacuation trains and that foreign students who were on the territory of Ukraine at the beginning of the war could not be evacuated. This is not true. Ukraine has evacuated tens of thousands of foreign students from besieged cities. They were evacuated after the opening of the green corridors. Before that, they were evacuated on general grounds by special evacuation trains. At the same time, a separate infrastructure was created for people who do not understand Ukrainian language. The second fake concerns the fact that Ukraine is allegedly developing a nuclear program and was going to restore its nuclear weapons. This is being used as a justification for the invasive, aggressive actions regarding the seizure of nuclear power plants in Ukraine. Today, the aggressor state has depowered the Chernobyl nuclear power plant, and this could have serious consequences for the world. Today, the station is being powered by diesel generators, but they can only last for 48 hours. This situation requires immediate intervention from the international community in its entirety. And the third fake that is circulating in the Russian media and being spread around the world is that Ukraine is developing biological weapons, and that on the territory of Ukraine there were special secret laboratories. Moreover, in Russian propaganda there are two sources of origin of these laboratories. One calls the US State Department and the other the Pentagon. And unfortunately, this lie is already being spread by representatives of the Russian diplomatic service. We emphasize that there have never been American laboratories in Ukraine. All laboratory facilities that exist in Ukraine serve a singular purpose: the indication and identification of infectious diseases that have significant epidemiological potential and international importance, and are subject to international medical regulations. Why these fakes are being spread? To justify Russia's aggressive war, as they cast Ukraine as a state that does not respect human rights, a state that develops nuclear and biological weapons. These fakes have been dispelled, and we urge the world as well as Ukrainian citizens to turn only to tried and tested sources of information about Ukraine and the war in Ukraine. Trust only the verified media and official information. Trust the Ukrainian army and the Ukrainian authorities. See you and glory to Ukraine.